morning. Good morning, everyone. It's good to see you here. Thank you for being here with us today. Who we've come here to be: a light for justice, a light for hope, and peace like the world has never known, a light for freedom, a light for joy, and healing like the world has never known. Love is who we've come here to be. That's it. Talk over. Done. See you later. Have a great Sunday. Just kidding. All of the quotes that Reverend Dr. Rainbow shared with us this morning, the quotes that I'm going to share with you today, the affirmations that we hear daily, what we read in this practice, in this teaching. We hear so often the light within, the light within, the light within, the light within. The light is within us. And so, yes, we're going to talk about that today, the inner illumination. And I want to back up a little bit that tomorrow, as you maybe saw on the slide in the pre-service roll of the slides, tomorrow is Diwali, the Hindu celebration of Diwali, which is the Festival of Lights, the annual Festival of Lights in the Hindu tradition. And so the celebration symbolizes the triumph of darkness, or light over darkness, of good over evil. Those same paradigms that weave through all spiritual traditions, all religious traditions. There is the overcoming of the darkness with the light. The origin of this story is an interesting thing. It was well, I'll talk about the first thing. The celebration of Diwali, the families come together very much like our Christmas, to light lamps, exchange gifts, partake in feasts. It's also celebrated by Sikhs, by Jainists, by Buddhists, and basically there are billions of people in the world that celebrate Diwali. That is tomorrow. The myths and the stories behind this holiday share the similar themes of justice and liberation. So out of the darkness into the light, justice, liberation, freedom, from bondage into freedom. Similar stories throughout all of the faith traditions, ancient stuff. And of course, this was one of the places that Ernest Holmes delved into in the commonalities of all of the spiritual traditions and religions around the world that brought us to science of mind. The commonality being the light is within. We hear it through all of the traditions. So the origin of the Diwali story is that there is a royal couple. They are facing adversity, and they are assisted by the forest's animals and to find safety and freedom. And their path back to freedom is lit from candles by the community. So this is also the common theme, that the nature of life is always available to us and ready to help us overcome if we find it within us. If we seek it within us, we know we have to seek it. It exists within us, but we have to seek it first. But it's always there. It's like Dorothy coming back from the Wizard of Oz, from the land of Oz, from the Emerald City. It was within her all along. But she had to go out and find it. The hero's journey, same thing, along our way. And the thing in the hero's journey is that the unseen forces are always in favor, supporting the journey, whether the hero or heroine can see it or not. And usually at the beginning, all of us have been through this, we can't. We are so blinded by fear or blinded by worry or self-doubt or whatever it might be that we cannot see the light within us. We can't see the love and support that surrounds us all the time. That is, everybody's kind of like cheering us on. We just don't see it until we begin to cheer ourselves on. And that's what this is about. Ernest Holmes says in his writing, Can We Talk to God? He said, there is a power and a presence in the universe which responds to us so completely, so perfectly, that we shall be amazed when we realize how completely and how perfectly it does. But it can only operate for us through us. And that's the idea here. It is basically waiting on us at all times. It's like spinning. It's got the answers, it's got the supply, it's got the inspirations, it has the ideas, it has solutions, it has all of these things, and it is just waiting for us to like crack the door open and be willing to allow it in, right? So this overcoming darkness, the personal darkness, where does it come from in the first place? I think we all know the answer to that. Plain and simple, it is conditioning. It is the conditioning of those who mean well, who are just trying to survive in society, trying to teach us how to survive in society, how to get along with each other or not. And so our conditioning is that, these are the people, these are the support system that we encounter first after our initial encounter with the divine, which never goes away. But this human encounter is people just doing the best they can to keep us upright and moving in some direction. Maybe not the best direction for our highest good, but in some direction, right? They're just doing what their parents did and what their teachers and everything, what they got, they gave to us, basically. Not always for our highest good. The idea here is, fit in, because if you fit in, you'll survive. That is tribal. That is basic. That is primal to us in order to stay alive and functioning and moving in some particular direction. So that's where it comes from. And the thing that we know is in this teaching, what consciousness created, consciousness can uncreate or recreate in a different way. So hang on to that thought. I know you all know this, but this is just that reiteration of everything today. The light within, and our practice is seeing the light within, believing the light within, acting from the light within. And that's it. Inner light, inner God. We are not separate from it. It didn't just one day disappear. Say, do your own thing. You're human, go away, figure it out. I'll be here somewhere. It's, all the ideas that we get about what God is outside of us. Again, all of that conditioning. But it is the light within. And it is the light within, the light of God, that divine urge that moves us, that pushes us daily to seek more light. As that beautiful poem that Reverend Mary read, and I'm going to read it again, the iris of life. And I love this because it can be the iris of the eye or it can be the flower. It does not differentiate. It's just the iris of life by Zitkala Sa. Like tiny drops of crystal rain in every life, the moments fall to wear away with silent beat the shell of selfishness over all. So I love that image, the crystal light, the raindrops that wear away selfishness, the self-focus of perhaps I'm not good enough, I'm not enough of anything, whatever that might be. Every act, not one too small, that leaps from out the heart's pure glow, the inner light of God. The pure light, the heart's pure glow, like ray of gold sends forth a light while moments into seasons flow. So we know this as well, that the nature of nature is cyclic. The nature of our lives is cyclic. We have seasons. We are in the autumn season in the Northern Hemisphere right now, where actually we're moving into the season of light. We're going into a little bit of darkness until we come back out of it at the solstice in December. So with seasons, we have the seasons, the heart, like ray of gold sends forth a light while moments into seasons flow. Athwart the dome eternity, to iris grown resplendent fly, bright gleams from every noble deed till colors with each other vie. Isn't that a beautiful image? That we just keep finding our light, doing our light, sharing our light, spreading our light in the world until there is so much color that the colors are like, wait, me, pick me. I want to be brighter today. I love that. I love that idea. The glimpses of this grand rainbow all of the colors of the spectrum of light, where moments with good deeds unite that gladden many weary hearts. And I would dare to say that there are a lot of weary hearts in the world right now. Lots of weary hearts in the world right now. Mine ebbs and flows cyclically from day to day. It's weary and then it's joyful, and it's weary and it's joyful, and it's, you know, where moments with good deeds unite. We keep looking for the good. We keep doing the good. We keep showing up as love. We keep showing up as compassion and kindness and patience that gladden many weary hearts, inspiring them to seek more light. What we put out, we get back. The more joy we want to see in the world, the more joy we must put into the world, the more peace, the more love, the more compassion, all of the things, the qualities of God that are within us, the light within us, the more we put into the world, the more we get back. I did attend one of the rallies yesterday here in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and it was peaceful. It was joyful. There was a gladdening of hearts. I wept with joy to see the number of people that showed up. My partner and I, seeing that yesterday, I mean, we just automatically wept. That this isn't about fighting against, this was being for something and against nothing, as we hear often in this teaching. And that was the intent of the whole organization, was show up as kindness, show up as love, show up as goodness and integrity, compassion, kindness, being helpful, being understanding, patience. What a difference. What a difference. And I know that the intention to show up that way across this country and in places around the world, no violence. To my knowledge, there was none or very little, but not the push to fight back. It was showing up with the intention to keep our focus on that which we would like more of, the light within, being reflected as the light without. So the self-love part of this, self-love, self-acceptance, is a huge part of the inner illumination. Because if we're constantly seeking outside of ourselves to fill something we don't think we possess, we don't believe we possess, we know we will never fill that hole. And we will always be at the mercy of someone else's definition of who we are. And so we have to love ourselves, and we can with a practice of, if I am a child of God, why wouldn't I be lovable? That kind of simple approach. Why wouldn't I be lovable? If I am a child of God, why wouldn't I be supported? Why wouldn't I be supplied? Why wouldn't I be directed and guided and protected and guarded and prospered and all of those things? If I am God expressing, I'm going for the logic and the spiritual logic here. It makes absolute sense. If I am a child of God, then all of these things are available to me in every moment. And the God of my understanding is not arbitrary and capricious. The God of my understanding is, as I spoke earlier, just standing there waiting with arms open to say, I'm ready to give it to you, but you got to accept it. You have to take it. I'm not going to take it away from you. I'm just going to stand right here and hold it until you recognize that everything that you want and need is available here and right now. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us no matter where we are. So we can be peaceful and still and know The only thing ever happening in this moment is God. That song that I opened with, that's a new song for me, and it is, if you were recognizing and familiar with it, it is James Dillett Freeman's Prayer for Protection and the Peace Be Still and Know. Why wouldn't we be peaceful if we knew that the light of God surrounds us and enfolds us and the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us? It sounds like in that framing that God is external, but we know that's not true. Because what we're saying in this is the light of God within me. The love of God enfolds me within itself, within me. The power of God within me protects me. The presence of God within me watches over everything. And all is well. It is the acceptance. In my spiritual journey, that was the hardest thing to get to, was the acceptance that I am a child of God. That was blasphemous to say, to claim God within, like really claim it. Like say, my spiritual practice is lit. It's like, that was a lot. But with practice, again, what we create in consciousness, we can uncreate or recreate in a different way. So that is our practice. And when we get to that place, so we recognize our inner glow, our inner illumination, it's reflected on the outside. Everything about us changes on the outside, what people see, because they are seeing, we're not hiding our light anymore. We're showing up fully, flaws and all, mistakes and all the learnings that we do along the way that move us ever closer to being the greatest expression of God that we can possibly be, that we know how to be. There is this very famous quote from Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. And it talks, she says, people are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out, but when the darkness sets in, that their beauty is revealed only if there is light from within. You think about the stained glass church that you see at night and the magnificent colors, but it has to be lit from within. It has to be lit from within. The Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, in a Diwali speech, not this year, the celebration is tomorrow, but he says, as long as we celebrate Diwali, we must remember that lighting a lamp is not enough. We must also strive to light another's path. So that's what we do. We find the light within, and then we give that light. We let that light radiate, and our light helps other people's lights radiate, gives permission to other people to radiate their own. So for this celebration, if you celebrate it, if you don't, even if you just want to pick up a candle tomorrow or today or at any time, or maybe you have one every day in your meditation practice, is to just breathe the light of love into that candle. Focus your attention on that. Focus on the light within. Let that candle be the representation, the outer representation of the light that never goes out within. Some ritual, some celebration to just acknowledge, and then daily practice. Am I showing up fully as the expression of God that I'm meant to be? Am I showing up as the love that I've come here to be? Am I being the light for justice? Am I being a light for hope and healing like the world has never known? Am I showing up as a light of freedom? Am I free within myself? Do I feel so grounded in knowing that I am an expression of God that I feel free to express it without concern about what anybody else thinks, what anybody else's judgment around it? That is a deep practice. To show up fully, fly your freak flag, let your spiritual practice be lit. Show up to a rally in an inflatable dinosaur suit, whatever that might be. That's our practice. That's all it is asked of us, just to honor who we are, who we have come here to be. And lighting each other's paths. So I'm going to finish with a very famous reading. It is one of my favorites. And this is from Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God, and your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. And it's not just in some of us, it's in every one of us. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So I invite you, as we go into a spiritual mind treatment now, if you feel so inclined to close your eyes or just soften your gaze, and let's breathe into that idea of letting our light shine brilliantly. I know that there is only one light, one divine presence that created the light within and around us. And so knowing this, in this day, I command that light to radiate freely, brilliantly, and lovingly to all beings, from all beings in this earthly realm and beyond. I realize and recognize the dissolution of any and all walls of deception in myself and in others, so that I might rightfully claim my birthright as a child of God. I choose to ignite a blazing courage to see the light of God in everyone and everything. I claim and proclaim that the light of God in each of us shines brilliantly now and in every moment going forward. Knowing that even the tiniest crack in the falsely protective shell of ego allows the light in and out. And all it takes is a willingness to stop playing small. I claim that willingness for myself now. Knowing there is a remembering, a reconnection to the divine spark, the God presence. And as I know this for myself, I know it through the power of the one mind for each and every one. The acceptance that a heart connection is always, always, always infinitely more powerful than a power over stance. There will never be enough money or power or external material things to fill a hole in a soul that does not understand and cannot accept that it is unconditionally loved as it is and needs nothing else to prove it. So I know that true light, authentic, compassionate, forgiving light is radiating now through the deceiving walls of fear that falsely believe that kindness somehow means weakness and that collaboration and cooperation are bad for business. There is only one presence and one power. I believe it, I see it, I know it, and therefore I show it. And knowing that this is so, I allow it to be so. And so it is.